Hello lords and ladies, welcome back to Cartoon Hangout, your place for all things cartoon. Do you like video games? Specifically the fighting genre? And do you like giant robots battling each other? Well then, episode 22 Gamer is perfect for you, as it's chock full of references to the creative team's favorite robot shows and fighting games. I mean, even freaking Gurren Lagann gets a brief shout out in the form of Gamer's drill that can pierce the heavens. See, the episode has Marinette entering into a game tournament with Adrian, but in the process kicks poor Max out. It's quite actually the most selfish thing I think we've seen from her in a while. It's not poor writing, but it did make me very annoyed with her this episode. Another thing that I'm not going to necessarily count as a huge negative is Max. Oddly enough, I think this will be the first time I've spoken about his character and how it's really a weird stereotype. He's the media's version of the geek, or nerd. He wears suspenders, glasses, and uses big words in conversation.
This is a travesty. An unequivocal travesty!
I'm sure somewhere out there such a person does exist, but for all intents and purposes, this type of nerd exists only in the eyes of people who don't really know many gamers. I'm not counting it as a negative, thanks in part to both Adrian and Marinette being revealed as gamers too. It helps as a counterbalance to the more stereotypical, outdated gamer that is Max. As the villain of the episode, Max does stand out from any of the other akumatized characters, if not for his design, hello again Gurren Lagann, but for his robot. I mean, how many other characters have used a robot? None. Well, at least not a giant one. It takes most of the episode to get there, but we are presented with an amazing robot battle straight out of something like Power Rangers, with the added delight of some Street Fighter references. And if that doesn't tickle your fancy, there's always a hilariously written bedroom scene with Marinette and Adrian. As cringy as her getting into the tournament made me, it was all worth it for this scene.
Oh, sorry.
No, you go. I'll use the other one.
It honestly felt exactly like what two teens would act like if they were alone in a room together, especially with one having a crush on the other. Two awkward teens at least, not your Degrassi type teens. I don't think there was anything to complain about besides my little detour with Max's character. The premise, action, and comedy were all on point today. Everything flowed pretty nicely together. Oh, I guess if I had one thing to point out that maybe didn't irk me so much as confused me slightly, it was how excited everyone was for gaming. Even the bully, who usually picks on Max. While gaming is more popular than ever, and as a gamer myself, it is hard to imagine that many people being excited about the school sending two students to a game tournament. Maybe that's my upbringing. I didn't know many gamers growing up. All in all, I think this was a great episode. I laughed at the funny parts, got hugely pumped for the engaging action scenes with the robots, and shook my head at Marinette's antics at the start of the episode. Basically your typical Ladybug episode, but even better. What did you think of the episode? Let me know in the comments down below, and be sure to check out my Patreon and Spreadshirt store if you'd like. Thanks for watching, and take care.